Now on CoastTV News.
Lodging tax debate.
I fight for my customers.
A proposed 2% lodging tax has Lewes hotel owners worried.
Scam spike.
The whole thing was false.
From fake festival fees to Medicare fraud, how scammers are targeting people along the coast.
Quiet hours. Fenwick's town council considers new restrictions that could tamp down your nights at the beach.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Conflict on charges for Lewes hotels. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with Lewes City Council considering a new tax.
The city is debating adding a 2% lodging tax to hotels, motels, and tourist homes within the city. Council says this would generate revenue to support public services. Coast TV News reporter Emma Aiken is live there in Lewes. And Emma, you're at one of the hotels that would be affected by this.
Maddie, it's right in the name. It's the Blue Water House. And Blue Water is a reason that a lot of people come to visit the coast. But the owner of the Blue Water House here tells me he's worried if taxes go up, prices will too, and that may drive people out of here and away from Lewes. Rick Quill owns the Blue Water House. He already pays the state an 8% tax, and he thinks the 2% lodging tax on hotels, motels, and tourist houses that Lewes City Council is considering wouldn't be fair.
Are we the low-lying fruit on the tree that you pass along this tax to the customer? I fight for my customers.
Quill says it's the customers that would take the burden of that fee. According to the Lewes City Charter, the City Council has the ability to charge up to 3% for this type of lodging tax. The current 2% proposal is short of that, but if it does move forward, the city says the money would be used to support public services. Jesse Burns with the Inn at Canal Square is also worried what higher fees would mean for customers.
With those price points, it makes it very difficult for people to travel, especially in these difficult times. Every 8% counts. Or 2 on top of that even, yes. So every 2% does count.
Burns also says it is hard for hotels to compete with rental properties.
We have a tremendous amount of overhead that these properties don't have. Employees, the main one.
In a tourist spot, local hotels hope the tax, if imposed, won't deter visitors from booking that next vacation here along the coast. If this tax does go into effect, any reservations made before April 1st are exempt. In Lewes, Emma Aiken, Coast TV News.
It's important to note that this is not the same as a tax on short-term rentals and Airbnbs. Lewes is also considering that, about a 5.5% tax. Here's what other beach towns tax hotels. In Rehoboth Beach, their lodging tax is 3%, as well as Dewey Beach. In Fenwick, it's 3.5%, and in Ocean City, it's 5%.
And speaking of Lewes, we're taking a live look there right now as our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams joins us now with a look at our forecast. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Maddie. And right now we're staying a bit on the cloudy side, but despite that, we really warmed nicely throughout the afternoon, actually just falling just shy of tying the record high for the day, despite the lack of sunshine. Yeah, we're doing all kind of lucky great stuff for right now. Our Gateway Subaru camera in Ocean City, we're holding at 58 degrees, and we're going to drop down to 49 with cloud cover. What few sprinkles we have should come to an end within the next hour, if it hadn't already. Coming up next, Maddie, we're going to be talking about just how warm we're going to stay before that cold weather gets in here over the weekend.
It's just so pretty. Thank you, Paul. Rehoboth Beach is looking to expand its housing options. City leaders say the current code has some blind spots for mixed-use zoning. Think about buildings that have businesses on the ground floor but apartments above. That's what we're talking about. So a task force has been challenged to update that code.
There's a deficit in our housing supply in the city for the people who are working in our restaurants, in our various shops. They have to leave the city in order to live somewhere. And we want to encourage the opposite.
The city hopes this will also lead to more affordable housing. Staying in Rehoboth, plans to build a hotel at the former Dolly's site, iconic there. That's moving forward.
The hotel itself was approved 1 month ago today, but there's still some details that have to get sorted out first between the city and the owner of the future hotel.
Coast TV News reporter Brandon Ferguson joins us live there in Rehoboth Beach. Brandon, it's a lot about lots.
Maddie and Charlie, according to the Rehoboth Beach Chief Building Inspector, here on Rehoboth Avenue all the way down to Baltimore Avenue are 4 different parcels. and the owner of this property is trying to make them one. Tomorrow at 1:30 at City Hall, there will be a public hearing on this consolidation, and people Coast TV spoke with say once this hotel goes up, Rehoboth Beach isn't going to feel the same.
It's a big piece of property right on the boardwalk, so I guess it's definitely going to change the fabric of and the beauty and charm of Rehoboth.
I spoke with one couple off camera here in Rehoboth Beach that's been visiting the boardwalk for 30 years, and they say this area needs an upgrade. And on the first floor retail space, that will accommodate our local businesses. Live in Rehoboth Beach, Brandon Ferguson, Coast TV News.
Thank you, Brandon. Well, it might seem like scam texts, calls, and emails are getting worse, right? Just this week in Sussex County, people have received texts claiming they have an Easy Pass balance, other job opportunities, and somebody has even tried to sell fake vendor spots for local events. Coast TV reporter Zakia Jennings shows us what's going on so you don't get taken for a ride.
Scam texts, scam calls, and even scam voicemails.
Adams from the Offer and Compromise Negotiators.
There has been a big jump in different kinds of scams here along the coast. J.C. Brittingham with the Milton Theater says they've been working overtime to over-communicate with the community. That's because scammers tried to sell fake vendor spots for the big St. Patrick's Day parade in Milton, which isn't even something the theater does.
Thank the Lord that, our staff knows exactly, what to do, what to say, and what to look for. And we knew immediately that it was not true. The whole thing was false. We never asked for payment up front. The phone number was not ours. This person claims to work at the theater, and that is not the case at all. We are not associated with this person whatsoever.
Both Bob Howard and Michael Ostinato have dealt with scam calls. But Bob Howard says the scammers are targeting those on Medicare with a fake offer on medical equipment.
They just have your number. They want to bill you for something they are never going to ship to you and bill Medicare for it. If you don't check your Medicare summary notices all the time, you'll never know that Medicare paid for it.
All of these brazen attempts at fraud are just different ways for would-be crooks to take your money out of your wallet. Coast TV did speak with the Delaware State Police, and they shared tips on how to avoid being scammed, which includes not clicking on links from unexpected texts or emails, and checking with your official accounts, whether it be your bank or Easy Pass, to see if you actually owe money. In Milton, I'm Zakia Jennings, Coast TV News.
And Zakia just showed us consumer fraud is rampant, so it's the topic of a meeting Friday, March 7th. The goal is informing people on how to avoid becoming a victim of scams and fraud. This is going to be Friday, March 7th at DSP Troop 7 in Lewes. And this brings us into our Coast TV poll this evening. We want to know, have you received any scam texts recently?
Let's take a look at the updated results from last news hour. Take a look at your screen. It's gone even more up. Yes, 85% say a lot more than usual. That's Charlie, Paul, and I's answers.
Yeah, we've got them as well. And it looks like we have a comment that says, scams are maybe a little bit more these days, but wondering why our elected representatives are not doing more to address this problem. It's a good question. If you haven't voted, you can still do that at coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app, and you can leave a comment as well. We'll show you updated results on Coast TV News at 11.
We have an important note for those in Milford. While the election for City Council has been canceled, there will be a special election. The city is asking people to vote on borrowing up to $8.5 million for water improvements. That election will be Saturday, April 26th. They're in Milford.
Shh. Check your noise levels in Fenwick Island. On Friday, the Fenwick Island Town Council looking to clarify noise regulations. Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zappe is in Fenwick Island live. Kevin, people may soon have to quiet down a little earlier.
Charlie, the town is looking to extend their quiet hours. Right now, their quiet hours is midnight to 8 a.m. They're looking to push that to be 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. Along with this, they're also looking to add regulations when it comes to decibel levels here in Fenwick Island, with a maximum of 65 decibels during non-quiet hours and 55 decibels during quiet hours. These changes come after requests from locals for clearer rules when it comes to noise levels in town. And one local thinks having these measures is a great idea and hopes to keep Fenwick Island more on the quiet side, unlike Ocean City.
When you go down there, or if you try and sit on the beach or do anything, the noise sometimes is just unbelievable. This is definitely the quiet community, and I think everybody really likes it.
The town will be discussing all this tomorrow and will decide whether or not to make it official in the near future. I'm Kevin Zappé, live in Fenwick Island, Coast TV News.
And we have a lot more news to get to this evening.
The Brandywine Valley SPCA offering free spay and neuter services to 100 cats in Georgetown. Why and how to register.
And as the red rain trails through the Delmarva area, I'll be tracking the incoming cold front and how it could affect the end of your weekend.
But first, building success. We'll show you an inspiring story of how La Plaza, Delaware helped one business owner do that when we're back in just 60 seconds.
With an expanded selection of outdoor furniture, Johnny Janosic is Delaware's outdoor furniture headquarters. Right now, during our pre-season sale, get 15% off all outdoor furniture and accessories, plus 0% APR financing till 2028, and get an extra 10% off outdoor clearance models. Order now in time for spring. For the area's best selection and biggest savings, come to Johnny Janosic World of Outdoor Furniture in Laurel, Dover, Christiana, and Wilmington.
What are you doing here? I'm here for your 6-month crawl space inspection. Come on, follow me. I should get out of these clothes. Believe me, my friend, it's perfectly clean down there. I can't stress the importance of having braziers monitor your crawl space. What is there to inspect? Your sub pump, your dehumidifier, and we inspect your whole crawl space for you. You can't beat that type of service, and there's no bugs down here. Which reminds me.
Son-in-law, is my room ready yet? Come on.
Absolutely.
La Plaza, Delaware is a nonprofit organization. It's dedicated to creating opportunities, to building business skills, and even increasing prosperity for Latino and minority-owned businesses. In this week's Coastal Connections, Telemundo Delmarva and Coast TV News reporter Ana Sofia Roman tells us the story of one business owner who started with a single class at La Plaza, Delaware.
Imer de Leon, originally from Guatemala, launched his construction business 3 years ago after taking La Plaza Delaware's first business course.
We got the little push that we needed to be able to do things and do things the right way.
De Leon says he's put everything he learned into practice, not just for his business, but also to run his father's landscaping company.
They teach you about how, banking, what accounts, how to manage your money, how to go to a client and give them an invoice, give them an estimate, convert it to an invoice, and then be able to get more customers.
Mary DuPont, executive director of La Plaza Delaware, says the organization now has about 60 businesses enrolled in its courses and a network of about 400 businesses under its spin-off, the Delaware Alliance of Latino Entrepreneurs, also known as DALE.
It just makes my heart, feel good to see their success and to see how they've taken the information and used it in a way. But it's even more than information. It's the hard work and the resilience. That's what really impresses me.
For De Leon, taking that first course was a life-changing decision, leaving the safety of a job he loved to pursue the dream of his own business.
I was the maintenance property manager there at St. Michael the Archangel, Mary Mother of Peace Catholic Church. And taking the business class, it just opened my eyes to what I was, capable of doing and what I could become.
De Leon says the guidance he received has helped him turn his vision into a thriving business.
La Plaza has taught us the skills and help us make the connections that we need to be able to open a business and continue to grow a business.
One of De Leon's goals for this year is to continue growing his business and start doing commercial construction. In Lewes, Ana Sofia Roman, Coast TV News.
This morning's weather forecast courtesy of Baths by Spicer Brothers, a Delmarva tradition for over 20 years.
Shower your
home with love with a new bath from Bath by Spicer Brothers. Our factory-trained experts can transform your space into one you'll love in as little as 1 day.
And with our price match guarantee and our done right guarantee, you can have peace of mind knowing your new bath or shower will last a lifetime. Right now, get 50% off installation, plus take advantage of no interest and no payments until 2026.
Call to schedule your free in-home consultation. Bath by Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Hi y'all, it's April from Coast Country, and every Tuesday I get the honor of highlighting an amazing teacher right here on Delmarva with Teacher Feature. If you know a teacher who deserves some extra love, those who go above and beyond every day, head to coastcountry.com and nominate them today. Then tune in each Tuesday to hear their story. Teacher Feature right here every Tuesday at 11 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning and Vernon Powell Shoes.
These fields are empty now, but soon they'll be alive.
Some teams can only dream to play it because they can't afford it. And that is why Toyota is sponsoring Delmarva's Dream Team.
We're looking for teams from any sport and any level. Each month, your Delmarva Toyota dealer will give one local team a $1,000 grant. And after the year, one finalist will receive an additional $3,000.
Nominate your dream team at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com under the Features tab.
DSN's Delmarva's Dream Team, sponsored by your local Toyota dealer.
Get ready to run, walk, or stroll for a great cause. The 12th annual Lucky Leprechaun 5K is back in Milton on Sunday, March 9th. Start your day with a fun 5K at 11 a.m. Then stick around for the 17th annual Milton St. Patrick's Day Parade at 2. Your race supports the Milton Fire Department, the Milton Chamber of Commerce, and the Women's Club of Milton. Sign up now for just $35 or $40 on race day. Don't miss this St. Patrick's Day tradition. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
Born in the stars, formed in the earth, shaped by designers around the world, and curated by Khalsa Jewelers in Lewes. Paul Chen, also known as Sundar Khalsa, is a meditation and yoga master as well as the owner of Khalsa Jewelers.
At Khalsa Jewelers, we offer signature pieces to celebrate love in those special moments in our life. Peace to all, light to all, love to all. Celebrate with us at historic Lewes and Rehoboth Beach.
L&W Insurance, your partners in protection since 1932. As one of Delaware's largest independent insurance agencies, we are committed to meeting all of your insurance needs.
Silo Concepts and L&W have formed a great relationship. We've been trusting them for over 10 years.
At L&W Insurance, we aim to be your trusted business partner. As a local, I care about providing your employees with comprehensive benefits and insurance protection. For all your commercial and personal insurance needs, trust L&W to be your partner in protection.
Coast TV News can be heard on Coast Country.
Today, we just happened to be enjoying the kind of a warm day that was almost record-setting or tying at the very least with a high of 67 degrees. 70 actually was the record high for this date. Our dry tech camera in Ocean City, 59 degrees. Dew point temperature 46. Now we'll settle down to about 49 by 10 o'clock with partly to mostly cloudy skies. The rain that we've experienced, which was only about that much in the first place, that's already dissipating as we speak and looking relatively pedestrian at this point. Temperatures are still simmering in the 60s. We're at 61 Bethany Beach, 60 degrees not only in Milton but also in Redden as well as Seaford. We're holding at 62 degrees right now. Georgetown, the winds out of the southwest, gusting occasionally up to 21 miles per hour in places like Millsboro as well as the Indian River Inlet, and 26 mile per hour gusts that was recorded earlier in Salisbury. The precipitation, which I said wasn't really all that impressive, we've had 1/100th of an inch of rain recorded in Salisbury, and the same holds true for us actually in Ocean City, hence why I didn't make it that big of a deal. Now, the winds are a little more impressive in that we have a small craft advisory in effect along the beaches for us throughout Sussex, so we're watching out for 25 mile per hour wind gusts there, but not only just there, really the entire Delmarva Peninsula as a whole. We're keeping a close eye on this line of cells that's pushing across right here. This is probably going to be the last bump of rain that's going to push through rather rapidly, but I don't see it causing a concern for any kind of severe weather or anything crazy like that. A little delay on the road for about, let's say, 2 to 3 minutes, and that's about it. 40s is where we're end up for tonight. The storyline is this: tonight becoming a bit chilly and then a bit breezy for us on Friday with temperatures in the 50s. Now, we are looking at the winds picking up momentum for us as we go into, let's say, Saturday. So for a couple of days in a row, the winds are going to be a little bit robust for us. And with that being the case, you got to remember, if we're looking for about 30-mile-per-hour winds, going to watch out for your trash can rolling down the street. That's about as robust as those winds are going to be. As we go into, let's say, Saturday and all of that, we're looking for temperatures well into the 60s, actually, as we'll have the cloud cover staying a bit on the thick side as we go into Saturday, because we see by the afternoon temperatures well into the upper 50s to near low 60s, and then we're looking for it to stay relatively pedestrian for us to the southern portions of our viewing area. So for tonight, 40 degrees, 55 for tomorrow, not quite so warm, but still nice for Friday. Then Saturday, we're back into the 60s once again before we tank on Sunday. What am I talking about? This is what I'm talking about. We go from 64 down to 38, better yet 64 down to 22. That's a 40-degree drop. That's enough to make your head go like, yeah.
Paul, thank you. Well, the Brandywine Valley SPCA in Georgetown will spay and neuter 100 community cats. That's thanks to a $2,500 grant. If you're interested in being one of the 100, just email the Brandywine Valley SPCA and secure your spot.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good evening. Only 16 teams remain in the Delaware High School Basketball State Tournament, and later tonight we'll be down to 8. In a second round matchup tonight, the number 1 seed Dover is hosting the number 17 seed St. Andrews. Dover is coming in fresh off a bye and winning their second consecutive Henlopen Conference Championship, knocking off Seaford 56-43 in that game. The Senators are 18-3 on the season and looking for back-to-back state titles after capturing their first in program history a season ago. Tonight, they'll face a St. Andrews squad with a 13-6 record and coming off of an 11-point first-round win over Dickinson. To another part of the bracket, a Henlopen showdown. The number 14 seed Cape Henlopen is visiting the number 3 seed Seaford in the first meeting between these teams this season. The Vikings are riding a 4-point victory over Wilmington Friends in round 1. The Blue Jays had a first-round bye after going 16-4 and earning the top seed in the Henlopen South. See which teams advance to the state quarterfinals on DSN's The Final Score at 10:30 p.m. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night.
For 150 years, Ocean City, Maryland has been somewhere to smile about. From our beautiful beaches to our iconic boardwalk, we've been creating memories that last a lifetime, whether you're chasing the perfect wave, a hole-in-one, or a sunset stroll. Celebrate our 150th anniversary with 150 days of celebrations, special events, and deals all year long. Book now and save in 2025 at ococean.com/150. Ocean City, Maryland, somewhere to smile about.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Most Planet Fitness clubs are open 24 hours, so you can work out whenever.
We're coming in early. Staying late.
Whatever works for you. Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends February 28th.
I'm very passionate in what I do. I care about what I do. I try to be perfect. I know it's not, you can't be perfect, especially with weather. You have the challenge of the ocean being so close, and that poses a challenge in the winter when we get snowstorms. What direction the wind's blowing, that's going to play a role in who sees snow. Do the best you can to keep the public in the safest position you possibly can.
CoastTV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
The 9th Annual Ocean City Film Festival is March 6th through the 9th. Enjoy 100 independent films and party with the stars. Help us welcome 2 local award-winning filmmakers, John Chester and Erica Messer. They'll be on stage at the OC Performing Arts Center commentating on their film, The Biggest Little Fawn. Tickets start at just $20. Make it a weekend and stay at the beach starting at only $59 per night. Get your passes at ocmdfilmfestival.com.
Get the better, more restful night's sleep you deserve and wake up feeling refreshed. Shop Johnny Janasik's Mattress World now and get 2 free pillows, a free sheet set, and free mattress protector with any sleep system purchase of $19.99 or more. Save more with 0% APR for up to 48 months, plus free delivery and free removal of your old mattress. It's time for better sleep. It's time for bigger savings. Wake up feeling your best. Shop Johnny Janasik's Mattress World today.
Most Planet Fitness clubs are open 24 hours, so you can work out whenever.
We're coming in early. Staying late.
Whatever works for you.
Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends February 28th.
DSN Plus is more energy. Extra live games and on-demand replays. Anytime, anywhere. DSN Plus is more hype. From playoff matchups in unified football to marching band showcases, we highlight what makes Delmarva unique. DSN Plus is more hometown pride. We go wherever our teams go. With up to 5 live games every weeknight. DSN is still free on air and cable, but get even more with DSN Plus, just $6.99 a month. Download the Delmarva Sports Network app from your app store today. Download the CoastTV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
Did you know we have a Feel Good Friday newsletter? Sign up for free right now, coasttv.com, and get your weekly dose of fun, events, joy, just good vibes there directly to your inbox, Paul.
Well, our umbrella giveaway winner is Jack Kowalski of Lewes. Congratulations, courtesy of Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling. Keep up with your forecast by calling our weather line, 443-880-9100. Your forecast is just a call away, sponsored by the law offices of Bruxett, Mandalis, and Federico. And finally, here's a quick look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. Friday, we're okay. Saturday, we're close to records. Sunday, we're back to being reminded that it is still the winter season.
All right, Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, for more local weather, download that Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.